Hello and welcome to the Topic Master Series presented by Edu-Kingdom College. In this video, we'll be looking at column addition and subtraction. Quick revision of what addition is. If I have 6 plus 3, 6 plus 3 just means that I'm going to start at 6 and I'm going to move to the right by 3 steps on the number line. And I land at 9. So 3 plus 6 is going to give us 9. Whereas for subtraction, if I have 19 minus 6, on the number line, I'm going to start at 19, and I'm going to move to the left by 6 steps. And I'm going to stop at 13. Therefore, 19 minus 6 gives us 13. Adding is just counting forward, whereas subtracting is counting backwards. What do we do when we have larger numbers like these? We can't count step by step because it will take too long. So in this video, we're going to learn a way to solve these and eventually solve questions like these with many digits. Let's start with column addition. Column addition is basically putting the numbers in a column and adding the digits together. This is a row and this is a column. Therefore, we're going to put the numbers, pretend 55 plus 12, into a column, splitting into tens and ones. Let's first look at 55. In 55, there are 5 tens and 5 ones. Whereas in 12, there is 1 10 and 2 ones. Since we're adding together, on the very left of the tens, we're going to put an addition sign. Then we're going to draw a line underneath all the numbers in the sign. What we're going to do is we're going to work from right to left by each column and adding the numbers together. So first, we have the ones place. We have 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 gives us 7. Now moving on to the tens place. We have 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 gives us 6. Now we have two new numbers in the tens column and the ones column, and that gives us the answer to 55 plus 12 gives us 6 tens and 7 ones, which is the same as 67. Now we're going to have a look at cases like this. 69 plus 13. I have put the tens and the ones in its individual columns, and I'm going to work from the right to left to add them up together. So looking at the ones place, I have 9 plus 3. 9 plus 3 actually gives us 12. But we cannot have more than one number in each column. What are we going to do? Let's have a look at this. The 12 blocks right here. If you realize, 10 of those blocks can actually turn into a strip, which is the same as 1/10. This is called regrouping. How we're going to write this in a column addition is that I'm going to put the remainder 2 from the 10th block, and I'm going to regroup the tens and put 1 in the tens place. Now I'm going to move on to the tens place and add them all together. I now have 6 plus 1 plus an extra 1 from the regrouping. That would give us 8. This gives us an answer of 8 tens and 2 ones, which is the same as 82. In column addition regrouping, when the number exceeds over 9, we regroup 10 ones into 1 tens. And that applies to no matter how big numbers we add together. So pretend here I have 568 plus 595. I'm going to write that in our column addition, lining up all the digits together. I have 8 plus 5, which actually gives us 13. So I'm going to put the 3 from the ones place down at the same column, and I'm going to regroup the 1 into the tens place. Now I have 9 plus 6 plus an extra 1 from the regrouping, which will give us 16. With that idea, the 6 is going to go into the tens place, and the 1 is going to the hundreds place. So now I have 5 plus 5 plus 1, which will give us 11. So 1 goes there in the hundreds place, and I have an extra 1. The extra 1 going into the thousands place. Since there's nothing in the thousands place, the answer is just going to give us 1. So I have 1 1000, 1 100, 6 tens, and 3 ones, which gives us an answer of 1163. Let's have a look at column subtraction. I have large numbers like this, 586 minus 42. With the same idea as the column addition, I'm going to put it into its individual columns by its place. So I have ones, I have tens, and I have hundreds, and I have a line. But instead of putting the addition sign, I'm going to put a subtraction sign indicating that it's a column subtraction. I'm going to minus individual columns from the top minusing the bottom. So pretend from the ones place, I have 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 gives us 4. Moving on to the tens place, 8 minus 4 gives us 4. And to the hundreds place, 5 minus nothing, which is going to be 0, equals 5. So the answer to 586 minus 42 gives us 544. What happens when we have cases like this? 8,546 minus 265. We're going to put it into the correct columns and lining up the digits. So I have 6 minus 5 in the ones place, which gives us 1. Now looking at the tens place, I have 4 minus 6. 4 cannot minus 6 to give us a whole number. So what do? In column subtraction, we do something called borrowing. If you think about it, 1 100ths can equal 10 pieces of tens. If we have a look at the hundreds and the tens place on the number on top, we have 5 hundreds and 4 tens. In other words, I can break one of the hundreds in the 500s and make it an extra tens. And now I'm going to have 4 hundreds and 14 tens. How can we indicate this into column subtraction? What we're going to do is cross out the hundreds and make it into a 4. Whereas the 4 in the tens place, we're going to cross it out and make it into a 14. Now that I have enough numbers to minus the 6, I can do 14 minus 6, which gives us 8. And since I borrowed 1 100 to the tens place, I only have 4 left. So I have 4 minus 2 in the hundreds place, which gives us 2. And now in the thousands place, I have 8 minus nothing, so it's going to just give us 8. Therefore, the answer to 8,546 minus 265 is going to give us 8,281. Let's practice column subtraction borrowing. 2,051 minus 1,999. I have 1 minus 9 on the ones place on the very right, which is impossible. So what I need to do is borrow from the tens place to make it into 11. I have 11 minus 9, which gives us 2. In order for me to make it into 11, I would have borrowed from the tens place to make that 4. Now I have 4 minus 9. 4 minus 9 is impossible. But if I want to borrow from the hundreds place, the hundreds place is 0, so there's nothing for me to borrow. What I need to do is I'm going to borrow from the thousands. The thousands is going to turn into a 1, and that's going to borrow to the hundreds. The 0 is going to turn into a 10. Now that I have 10, I have enough to borrow to the 4. The 10 is going to turn into a 9, whereas the 4 is going to turn into a 14. So now I have 14 minus 9, which gives us 5. I have 9 minus 9, which gives us 0. 1 minus 1, which also gives us 0. So 2,051 minus 1,199 gives 52. Now that we have learned column addition and column subtraction, regrouping and borrowing, you guys should be able to try these 2 complicated math questions. Please pause the video and have a go at these. In practice 1, we have 99,999 plus 3,334. If you do the column addition correctly, lining up all the digits and adding them correctly, 9 plus 4 gives us 13. Therefore, it regroups to the tens place, which gives us 1 plus 9 plus 3, which also gives us 13. And we're going to regroup again to the hundreds place. 1 plus 9 plus 3 gives us another 13, regroups to the thousands place. 1 plus 9 plus 3 gives us 13 again, and regroup to the thousands place gives us 13,333 as our answer. For practice 2, we have 50,000 minus 48,629. Starting from the very top, I'm going to borrow from the tens thousand place to give to the thousands place, to give to the hundreds place, to give to the tens place, and therefore gives to the ones place. So in the ones place, I have 10 minus 9, which gives us 1, and 9 minus 2 which gives us 7, 9 minus 6, which gives us 3, 9 minus 8, which gives us 1, and 4 minus 4 gives us 0. So the answer to 50,000 minus 48,629 gives us 1,371. And this is it for this video. Check out more English and Maths content by exploring our channel.